of the channel. I'm James here. This channel exists to discuss the story of the movie Critic. This channel exists to discuss my relationship with Quentin Tarantino. I've written a novelization of my experiences. I am the reason that Quentin canceled the movie Critic last April. Right? And the two of us have been entrenched in a legendary psychic siege going on 2 years now. And what I'll say about that, and I'm not going to go on and on because this is my second video today, is that I got a comment, I read a comment from a guy who said that he had also written Quentin, and I felt really bad for him because of course it's not. I didn't just write a letter, like I don't, me and him were on different sort of levels, and I do understand his frustration over not getting anything, right? That I wrote 10 letters before he announced Brad Pitt was playing the role and stopped accepting my mail. I think it could deep, 100%. But I felt bad for him. I felt like he was maybe bitter at me for having a palpable story anyway. What I'll also say, before I begin reading on the novel, and I found my place, and where are we? We're at 432 of 479. Right? So we're just 45 pages away. Right? But what I'll say is that I didn't even mention, right, when I quoted this book, the last video that I made, that he did the same thing to me when I was in LA. Right? He convinced me to leave the West Hollywood Library and go to Actors Equity in North Hollywood. Right? And he knows the town. He knows that there's houses like the ones in Pasadena in this book. Right? And he was going to direct me into handcuffs. Ha 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 ha. Oh, look how crazy he is, right? It's a sick spell. Very clever. Right? If you're trusting. Right? But his goal was to say, oh, see, look how fucking crazy this guy is. Right? I'll cut to the chase. He failed. Right? Didn't get me to really go anywhere past Actors Equity. He got me to go to Actors Equity. And then when he was go straight, I was like, nah. You're a fucking millionaire. You can pick me up. So you don't want to, right? So you get it, right? Right? He was attacking my mind in a palpable way to lead me to handcuffs. So he could say, that's what you get for fucking me. And so in that way, I don't hate him for it. Right? That he saw my turning my back as an attack against him. That's, right? I see it as me following his lead. Right? It's an attack against his ego. That's what it is. And he said, oh, okay, this guy, okay, I see. So now I can do this. Right? And so everything that he's done has led to the novel that I'm reading from now, Building a Coven. Right? It's all the same tactics that are espoused in this book. Right? Though it doesn't show you how, right? That's why this channel exists. Right? And if we're being completely forthright, if we're just all on equal footing in the world, I don't know how he does it beyond I have an intuitive notion. Right? But until I look him in the eye, right? In this temple of Baphomet, then I have no idea. Right? I only have a whisper. But he knows everything that I do. He knows exactly how I do it. Because he's been doing this a long time. Right? My mind is mine. So he stole all this power over my mind. And in that way, I've written a novel of our experiences. You all know how I feel, that I live in perpetual anxiety. I'm willing my rhapsody, going through the motions of being on the street in the middle of Tennessee, right? No resources, no money, just a pen, a bunch of notebooks, a backpack, walking miles, many miles each day, right? For a time under this delusion, but now it's just been revealed to me, right? That Trey Anastasio doesn't give a fuck who I am. Pretty funny, got me good, right?